Jello Beats, holla at me.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel and another video, second of the week. So glad I'm getting on a roll with this. So guys, today I wanted to talk about what actually matters when it comes to bodybuilding. So this is what matters.
And of course the title, King of All, number 6.
Yes!
Winner, first place, gold medalist at 2017 Northern Counties Junior Champion, number 2, AJ Morris.
Yes, AJ!
And that is basically the entire point of this video. So a day does not go by, and don't get this twisted guys, I don't get annoyed. To an extent I do get a little bit irritable, little bit miffed sometimes with the questions that I get, but I do appreciate them, because back when I started my social media and I had 500 followers and all I used it for was checking out food porn accounts when I was prepping, which I don't do anymore because that's a bad idea if you haven't already realized, I wouldn't get any questions. I'd be the guy asking the questions sometimes, and I feel like I want to be a guy that people feel like they can reach out to and ask questions. So I don't ever want to come across as someone that doesn't accept questions, because I do. And I do sort of marshal the questions on a daily basis. I do answer them. And yes, a day will not go by where I don't get asked what is my macros and how much cardio I'm doing, something relative to my energy in or energy out, and every day. And it's because people are intrigued, and sometimes I'm intrigued, but let's just question ourselves as to what we can actually learn from this. The only thing that you could potentially learn from asking someone their macros is their preference in macro split. And my preference as a bodybuilder is high carb, low fat, and then protein set adequately. And that's hideously simple. I eat enough to elicit the goal. The goal, for the most part of a bodybuilding prep, is obviously slow, controlled weight loss, alongside performance retention in the gym. Those are the variables that we need to focus on. And those are what create moments like you just watched. You just watched a moment where, or two moments where I've won shows. I've won shows because I've just rinsed and repeated a very simplistic process. But what the people that potentially don't do as well do is they get confused. They overanalyze, they overcomplicate, both in training and nutrition, and they end up spinning their wheels. And I'm going to tell you the secret. When I gained my muscle, I ate and I trained hard. And I ate enough to elicit the response I wanted. I didn't get twisted in whether I was optimal in every sense, whether I was planning every single day, you know, in terms of like making sure that I was, I don't know, you know, adding the correct amount of exact volume, or getting balls deep into an Excel spreadsheet with my macros. I was eating enough, and I was training extremely hard, and I was trying to progress when I could. If I needed to progress my calories, I'd progress my calories. If I needed, or if I could progress my training, I'd progress my training. And that really brings it back to the simplicity of the sport, guys. So for you as individuals, what you need to realize is that your macros are your macros. Like they are, they'll always be your macros. Like copying someone else's, it is never going to elicit the response that you want. It most likely won't. It might take you closer, just like a meal plan might take you closer to fat loss, but is it optimal? Absolutely not. No way. And there's nothing surprising or shocking about any approach, because the reality is, if you want to get lean, you have to be in a calorie deficit. And if you want to gain muscle, you're going to have to at some point enter a calorie surplus and stay there for a prolonged period of time. The things that we do as bodybuilders are incredibly simple. The issue is, are you actioning them? Are you ticking your boxes on a day-to-day basis? And if you're spending all day asking questions and getting confused and not starting because you're inquiring and questioning everything that you're doing, all you're doing is creating a stress bubble around what is quite a simplistic and enjoyable experience. That's the take home that I want from this video. Guys, if you ever have questions about your macros or your cardio or your calorie expenditure in a deficit, just question yourself. This one question: Am I doing enough to elicit the goal? And if you're not, likelihood is you need to do something different. And that's where you ask the really responsible question of, AJ, these are my current macros. I'm not losing weight. This is my current expenditure. I'm not losing weight. I want to lose this amount of weight. What change should I make? Boom! Superb question, because I can actually answer that one. But asking me my macros is not going to take you any further. Alright? Cool, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And, of course, any questions, please ask. Share this around with anyone that you think needs to realise macros are your macros. They'll always be your macros. They matter the most to you. You concentrate on you. And you make this a very simplistic, very enjoyable process. Lots of love, guys. Have a great Wednesday. And I will see you soon. Cheers.